Are we live right now? Shit.
Okay,
Let's do a draft of
Let's go.
topics to talk about.
Do a draft of episodes of this podcast.
Have you felt it?
We're gonna do awesome pod. What's up, Luke?
Hello, what have we here?
These guys are so funny.
Hello.
Misa been managed.
Holy shit. Thanks C3 penis face and R2 dickhead.
Moi forgotten.
Hello there.
Looking? Found someone you have, I would say.
Oh, I don't have that on the soundboard. Shit.
Lost opportunities right here. Good day, Galaxy.
Who lost opportunities in the galaxy? I'm gonna have to have that when I get home.
Yeah. You want my audio? Because I'm gonna charge you for it.
I just recorded it, so I'll just pull it out. Hey Siri, remind me to add Boss Nass to the soundboard when I get to Gunga City.
Also, remember to write Mopar a check for $50 million
Siri's dumb. She doesn't know where the Utagunga is.
in a bongo.
Utaboomba. It's fucking in the planet core.
I'm Mopar.
I'm Commander. She is trying to talk to me. What did she say?
She's talking shit over here.
Write Mopar a check for $50 million.
She got that.
This is what she said. Write Mopar a check for $50 million. Siri dumb. She has nowhere that with Gomez. So now I got to pay you $50 mil. Okay.
All right.
That's fine. Thanks, Siri. That's very helpful. I'm glad, we have AI doing things for us. Have you screwed around? Everyone's talking about AI these days. You messed around with any AI stuff?
No.
Fucking chat GFQ and whatever?
The only thing I've seen is TikToks of porn snapshots where they take like the girl's face and she's clearly doing something,
Yeah.
and then they have AI add around her, and it's always like, oh, she's holding ice cream all of a sudden. And there's
She's at the library.
and there's a lovely party around her. So, no, that's the auto image shit is the only thing I've seen.
She's at the library today.
Ice cream party,
Ice cream party, dude. Salsa snack.
salsalito. Man, I had some tacos today. They were pretty good. We went down to Condado.
Yeah?
Condado's pretty good, man.
Wait, where?
In Menor.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. I know down in Columbus, local cantina was kind of the hot spot, but they went downhill even before we left. I
strongly disagree.
They weren't the best to
Local
begin
cantina
with.
is way better than. I don't personally. I think Condado is just standard.
Really,
Yeah.
I'd almost say Condado tries a little harder. Their tacos are
Maybe
well
a
thought
little
out.
Too hard.
Yeah, maybe. I can feel that.
I love their chips.
Yeah,
They're great.
their queso.
Chips and queso's good.
Yeah, their chorizo quesos.
But the
on point.
tacos, I feel, are just like they're fine tacos. They're white
Man,
people
they're
tacos.
all with the soft and the crunchy. It's all one.
Yeah, Taco Bell style.
It's fucking good.
They're just doing like a couple dollars nicer than what Taco Bell did. You know?
That's fine with me.
Whoops.
Yeah, local cantina was fine. This is fucking food.com/
Food Squadron. It's 60 degrees out.
They had like a corn souffle that was fucking bomb.
Yeah.
Now they don't make that anymore.
Remember you guys talking about that. I don't like corn though.
Oh, well, geez.
I mean, like corn tortilla is fine, but like I'm not big on corn, cream corn, can of corn, corn on a cob.
You don't like corn on a cob? Like
maybe like once a summer I'll have a little.
I mean, it's
little
definitely
nibble at a barbecue.
Yeah, I like my corn on a cob.
It doesn't
man.
itch to scritch, man. I don't know what to say. It doesn't please me.
Well.
It's fine. It is what it is.
So, tacos or pasta?
Tacos.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
I'm not huge in pasta.
Me neither.
You know, for having an Italian wife and everything. I like it once in a while. Like a really nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Like handmade pasta and shit is pretty good. I've actually always wanted to make my own. I've been thinking about doing that. But I'm not.
I feel like
big
a
on Italian
really, really
food.
good taco versus really, really good pasta, taco every time. Now, if you go the other way, a really bad taco versus like bad pasta, I'm probably would lean towards pasta.
I would do the reverse of you. Because a really bad taco is just Taco Bell, and that's awesome.
No, a bad taco is a bad taco.
No, Taco Bell is rarely bad enough that you're like, man, I'm disappointed.
Do you always get like ground beef? or are you like a chicken taco guy?
I get a
or-
combo. I do like
steak,
the
pork?
soft taco supreme, no tomatoes. I get the chalupa. I'll do like a. They have like a beef and potato burrito, which is really good.
Where at?
Taco Bell.
Oh. Yeah, I mean I just use their beefs in that ones.
The beefs.
I'm talking in general. Like if you go to Condado or something, are you getting beef
Oh,
tacos?
sorry. I like to do a mixture.
Yeah.
Like if I get 3 tacos, I'll do like a ground beef and a fucking carnitas and a chicken.
See, I hate seafood, but shrimp tacos like half the time sound really, really good. So I do roll the dice with shrimp every once in a while.
I don't dig shrimp, but fried cod, like beer battered fish tacos.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
I feel it.
And Local Cantina had a great one of those.
Yeah.
Condado, or I don't think they have a. Man, do you fucks even have Condado where
I don't
you are?
I don't think they have a seafood section at all. We're just there. It's
No.
you have steak, beef, chicken,
Well,
and
there
I
you
don't
go.
I don't know if there's a fourth.
Well, that's why I don't like them.
Pork. Porkins.
Yeah, carnitas, like really good carnitas or birria is really good.
So what do you get when you go to like Chipotle?
Chipotle, I'll do like half chicken, half steak double,
Oh.
and then rice, a little bit of green salsa, and cheese and lettuce and sour cream.
We're rolling the dice, man. There for a long time I was doing carnitas burritos, and then I went to barbacoa. I went back to
Barbacoa's good.
chicken, man. I like their chicken. It's a little spicy for just standard.
All the pulled stuff or the shredded stuff
Yeah.
is hit or miss.
Yeah, it
It
is.
can either be great or it can be like super dry.
If I'm ordering it for delivery, it's always chicken.
Yeah, because whenever it's delivery, they will fuck with you.
Yeah, anything shredded.
They
you're
just
like,
throw 1 ounce of something on the fucking plate.
yeah.
Pickup, however, pre-ordering for pickup, I feel like they still take the same amount of care.
Oh, good to know.
At least the one up here.
Can you put some more chicken on their shit?
Give me the proper portions, dude.
Dude,
Please.
I love Chipotle,
Give me the chicken, please.
but the variation of the portion. Like,
Yeah.
I watched this chick. It was like 3 little dumps of chicken. I'm like,
3 little cubes.
I was like,
R2's with you, dude. He hates Chipotle.
I was
Fuck
like,
that.
can you give me more? She's like, oh, you want double? I was like, oh my
No, just the
fucking God.
actual accurate
Can you
one.
just give me? I wanted chicken on this. I don't fucking know.
She's like,
You gave me
nah, I
a.
want the real portions, dude.
Mm.
She must have, went through training too quick.
Chicken
She was
shortage.
Talking about chicken shortage.
So you only get 3, bitch.
They're trying to, artificially deflate the amount of chicken that you're getting.
Out of control.
Yeah, that was all. Yeah. It's never fun. Don't get delivery because it will often be low portions or just totally incorrect. Like, if they forgot the chips like half the time if we order chips.
Oh, really? Like your delivery driver's just eating your chips.
That might be the case.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
All right with that.
They need a little. That's so funny that you brought that up. I am on a bunch of random subreddits, some for good reasons and some for absolutely no reason at all. But there's a subreddit for Uber Eats and for DoorDash.
Oh.
And I'm on those and I'm just seeing like drivers complaining about. You let me finish, motherfucker? Drivers complaining about the craziest shit. You see some wild orders on there. And then every once in a while there's like a customer that comes in and is like, what the fuck is up with you drivers, dude? I tried to tip this guy and he fucking stole my food. There's like the videos of people going up to the door, dropping the food off, taking a picture like it was
And
delivered.
then just taking it.
And then they just take it and go back in the car.
It's fucking funny.
It's ridiculous, dude. Be so pissed.
Oh, yeah. What pisses me off,
Good thing they have a Nest camera.
and this is not just like Uber Eats. I've actually only used DoorDash. But when they deliver the fucking food through my garage, I'm like, bitch, there's a front door. Why are you coming like into my shit?
Well, and then that's the opposite at ours. We mostly use the garage man door, but they
Yeah.
always go all the way to the front door
I
and
mean,
drop it off.
that's.
I'm like,
I feel like that's more respectful.
well, is your garage door open?
It could be,
Well, then maybe that's a sign that they think, oh, he opened it for me.
but that's just it. If it's like if we're ordering it for lunch, I have to go out there and make sure my garage door is closed, even if I'm working out there, because the fuckers want to take a bath in my fucking. Come on.
I suggest you just keep your door shut.
Well, yeah, no cars allowed.
No, I mean keep your garage door closed.
Keep your shit closed.
Someone's gonna come steal your Mopars.
Yeah,
If anyone wants to steal Mopars. He's at
he's at 1, 2, 3. Fuck off.
7-4. I don't care
Avenue.
lane.
All right, we figured it out. Chicken tacos never deliver.
Chicken steak is a good combo though. If you're looking to change it up at all,
Yeah.
and don't do half and half. Always do double meat. No half and half nonsense.
No half and half.
What if there was in Star Wars? What would the fast casual eatery be? Like, what do they go for fast food?
In Star Wars?
Yeah, what's the
Just
Chipotle version of Star Wars?
fucking pork steaks,
I want corn meat.
pork sandwiches.
Yeah, I want roasted bantha.
Can I get pork wrap, extra chewy guac? The fuck am I talking about?
I don't know if pork would be good, dude.
A little chewy, right?
I'm
a little
cool
gamey.
on poultry. I'm like more about the burgers and the steaks lately.
I have been on a burger kick. It doesn't kick in often. I get tired of it, but I've had probably like 5 burgers over the past couple weeks, and it's like, oh, this is.
I don't think I ever get tired of burgers. It's more about like I don't fucking want to cook this inside and burn the house down. So when it comes to summertime and now it's grill season, then I'm more engaged in the burgers. Because cooking them on the grill is just way easier.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? You ever burned your house down with burgers?
No, only frozen pizza.
It smokes everything out, dude. It's ridiculous. It's worse than a steak.
I understand.
Cooking on the stove.
Star Wars, I haven't played anything.
I've been mostly like outside and hiking and fucking shit.
Finally went to the basketball court today for the first time in 13 years.
Did you break your knee?
Yeah,
Yeah, stay away from
I
that.
did.
Stay away from that shit.
Take it
dude.
easy over there.
Yeah, be careful.
Um,
We don't need any injured Mopars over here on the pod, you know?
in my unwillingness to start new shit, I started a new Skyrim character again.
It's every episode of the podcast.
I know, joke. I started a
It's
new.
been 84 years.
We do the same shit, man. Oh, I'll give you this.
That's what boomers do. And now
I don't know
we're
if I.
boomers,
I don't know if I
kind of.
talked about this last time. I did scratch the surface, but I did.
I don't
open
even
it up.
want to hear about this, dude.
Zelda.
Hey, one page.
Breath
I
of the
went
Wild.
to the table of contents.
Yeah, basically. But I played.
I read the back cover.
I think it's called Zelda.
Yes. There's a new one just came out, I think.
I know,
a sequel
but
to it.
I just started Breath of the Wild, which
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
was well renowned. It's fun, man. I'll give you that. It's
Open world Elden Ring style?
yeah, targeting. It's fun. A little obvious new age stuff, like you get a fucking iPad at the beginning. Link?
Has like a tablet?
Yeah.
Like a fucking the Fallout?
It's a it's a tablet he uses to like unlock ancient shit. Like there's doors
Like a
that
digital tablet.
yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo doesn't give a fuck, dude.
They don't. Which like in the game
Medieval fantasy, iPad.
I unfortunately I don't know anything about any of those fucking games. I don't know the lore, I don't know the stories. But though this one starts and Link's like brought back to life,
Yep.
like 100 years after Hyrule is like a great dominating thing.
Yeah.
It's under attack and it's like been dwindling away over the past 100 years. So you're brought back to like save the fucking kingdom.
Everything's always under attack.
Yeah. So yeah, I whipped out my fucking pad and opened some shit up and climbed up a wall and
Whip the pad out, dude.
it does seem like there's some cool aspects of like weapon usage and different items that you can use, and so I mean, scratch the surface. I did some wall run shit and got the first whistle or whatever the fuck Mario bullshit.
Radical.
So it's fun. The graphics are standard Nintendo graphics, nothing great. It's just kind of fun, cartoonish.
Crisp and clear, but yeah, a little cartoony, you know. I remember that cell shading style was a whole big thing when GameCube came out. Like that Zelda that came out on GameCube. It's like a brand new art style. Zelda's one of those that I have a lot of nostalgia for, even though I only played 2 of the games out of the whole.
Majora.
No, I never played Majora. Ocarina and the one for the Game Boy.
Oh,
Link's Awakening.
yeah.
I only played those 2. But for some reason, I guess I played them so much, I'm just like, I feel like I spent a lot of time as Link in my video game career.
See, I fucking hate the games.
What? Why?
They looked always boring to me.
How dare you, dude?
Well, and that's coming from someone that never played 64.
Nintendo 64.
I played the fucking Paper Mario Zelda, whatever one he becomes 2D and he does some shit.
I don't remember that one.
It sucked. I did play Link's Awakening. No, it was actually pretty good. But I did play Link's Awakening for the regular Nintendo.
No, that was the Game Boy one.
Well, which one was for the standard Nintendo?
There was a regular one, the original.
A Link to the Past?
And then,
Or wait.
no, that was Super Nintendo.
What's the gold cartridge?
Well, there was the first Zelda, which is Legend of Zelda. And
Oh.
then there was a second one. I can't remember the name of it.
Maybe I just had the Legend of Zelda. I think I still have it up there. It's the gold cartridge. I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
I played that a couple times. I never went that deep because it's the same shit over and over.
It's tough, too. There's some hard puzzles in there.
That's what it is.
And it's confusing. I was trying to watch, I was watching a playthrough of Ocarina, and then it auto-played to a YouTuber explaining the Zelda timeline and how all the games connect. It makes absolutely no sense.
You know what's even worse that I just came across? A timeline of Halo is the most ridiculous thing I have ever come across.
Really?
It's
Might have to watch that.
insane. It was like a good 10 and a half minutes of... and I didn't even understand what was going on till minute 8.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is where Halo 1 starts.
Well, they have to have some convoluted reasons to bring the main character back so many times.
But it got
after they die and come back.
It got to the point where the Halo rings, the actual Halos,
Yeah.
they were misunderstood by the current species. Those were used to wipe out all living things if it got to a certain point, and they worked. And those Halos were also there to basically repopulate too. So they had certain species left. Humans were one of them.
Yeah.
So they repopulated. But after doing so, thousands of years, the humans refound these Halos and were like, what the fuck is this? Is alien shit? And it's like, no, actually, that's where you guys came from after the big event or all this shit.
Oh, wow.
So, but they thought it was like a weapon of some sort. It really wasn't, but
I only played...
There's deities involved that chose humans over another species. So the other species killed the fucking deities, and then all this shit, and then everything. It's. I'm telling you, I was astounded. I was like, I had no idea.
I'm astounded hearing that. I didn't know it was that deep.
Well, and it made me think of Mass Effect. You know, I found this ancient technology, and I don't know what it really is. But
plus Halo looks like the Citadel, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, I guess that's kind of a lie. Sometimes I think that there's only 4 Halo games, and then you forget you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Infinite, Reach, and then you have the RTS one.
Yeah.
And there was ODST.
Yeah, I think
it's a deep fucking franchise.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Well,
about
and there's novels.
Yeah, and Legos. They got Halo Legos.
I mean, they got fucking
Hagos.
all the Legos.
They do
I'm getting at this point. I'm getting kind of annoyed. I'm not gonna even lie.
I ignore all of them and just look at the Star Wars section.
Even
but they got Batman Legos, and there was one that I just didn't understand. I can't think of it. Yeah, there's some sets in the kids aisle at Target. I'm just like, why is that a Lego? Oh, Super Mario. They got Mario Legos now. I'm like, just fucking re-release the Star Wars ones and make your money. I don't think anyone wants Mario Legos.
Check this out. It's a working engine.
That's cool.
I don't think it's working, but it's an engine that the guy completely built out of Legos.
That's cool. Pistons and shit.
Yeah, everything.
Damn.
I'm like, first off, it's impressive to make an engine, .com, but to make one out of Legos and make it...
That's awesome. Engines are so...
They are
wild
insane.
To me, it's so complicated.
That's what I think. I have a great appreciation for just cars.
Yeah.
Because for you just to press a button and go down the road, you don't realize how many things have to go right.
Yeah, and now after 120 years of cars, a Toyota can go for 1 million miles and just never die.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. Wild engineering. I mean, with the proper oil changes and shit, you know?
Oh, Luke is saying the Halo lore reminds him of the Star Forge in KOTOR, actually.
Well, that's one way to get me into Halo. What?
The Star Forge run is truly hard to top. I think maybe Mass Effect, where you're running up the Citadel at the end of the first one.
Oh, the finale you're talking
Dude,
about. Yeah.
It's so fucking good and intense.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna lie, I don't like Mass Effect 2 that much, but that final run where you break up into teams and certain people die if you don't do.
Yeah.
If you do that unknowingly, it's a pretty fucking crazy run too.
It is wild. 3's crazy too. That ground battle
on Earth.
You're working. Oh man, it's been so long. I'm trying to remember it. I think it is on Earth, and you're fighting like towards the ship. And it's like the hardest part of the game. It's at the end. You're getting slaughtered and slaughtered and slaughtered. And I think like your team starts dying, and then you get to the end, and then you end up ascending in the ship by yourself. Like you have to finish the last of it with just Shepard.
Yeah.
It just gets intense. It doesn't top the Citadel fucking wall climbing shit. That was just unreal.
I will say the biggest downfall, and it doesn't even really matter, but the dumbest choice is when they brought Shepard back as a cyborg to the second and third game.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
It's a terrible idea, but I get why they I mean, the second and third game are great, but it's like storyline wise, you're like, what the?
No, but here's why it's so bad. He didn't die in the first game.
Yeah, that's why I was so confused.
Like the 2 opens with a cutscene of him dying, and then they rebuild him, and then you start the game. It's like you could just skip that. You need an excuse for him to be with the elusive man in Miranda's ass.
That's also cheeks aside. The elusive man is one of the dumbest villains.
How dare you?
I don't like him.
Awesome.
I've never given a shit.
Oh, I love that kind of villain.
I
Rich
usually
mob
do
boss
too.
Behind the scenes.
I usually do too.
Oh, I'm your friend. I'm gonna help you out.
Yeah.
Now you owe me your life.
Using everybody.
Yeah.
But the whole game, see, that's one guy that I never cared to stick it to. Like he never won me over in the game, so I never helped him out. Like any chance I got, I fucked him over, didn't send plans or whatever, because it's like, fuck this guy.
Fuck Cerberus, dude.
He legitimately did nothing for me. Why would I listen to this guy?
I mean, he brought you back to life, so
that was a
you
wrong.
wouldn't be playing Mass Effect 2 if it wasn't for him.
That was the wrong idea, man.
Let's be honest.
Should have refloppied my disc.
You
bitch.
would be dead if it wasn't for the elusive man. You at least owe him a beer or something,
dude. And he's supposed to be a Cerberus too, or a whatever fucking bionicle man.
I don't know if he is. I think he just.
He has the eye at the end.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he's a Reaper.
Oh, what?
Or he's of Reaper tech because he has that eye. You don't remember it turning yellow and it being the same as Shepard's?
I have no memory of that.
Yeah, I think he's a robot. The elusive man is a robot or a built whatever.
No, who else is a robot? Edie.
I'd fuck her.
What?
I knew I would get something out of you by bringing that up.
No, Edie's the.
They made her.
Edie's like the '50s diner chick, right?
Yeah.
She's a robot now. Yeah, I'd pass on her.
Your AI. It's like when your AI. She's your AI.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
they put
of
her
the-
in a body.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
I've always
You
kind
would
of
not
ignored.
pass on Edie.
I've always ignored her.
No, you did not. Let's look.
Edie, Mass Effect, porn, cheeks,
I didn't type that part.
leakage.
In. I didn't type that part in. Especially leakage.
I can
No one
hear
needs to see
Deadpoolio
that.
cackling from here, from the West Coast.
His laugh is infectious.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't take long for her to have cheeks out.
I
It
was
was
gonna
like,
say, it's like the fourth thing. Try to type in the most like neutral version of it, and it's like all of a sudden.
yeah. I mean, whatever.
I'm just saying for like a robot and shit. You know? Like obviously.
It's like
not-
T100 or Edie. I'm like, well, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I would go T1000 and then Edie. That's pretty good. Don't you think?
I'm going with Liara.
It's all about the
and
visor, dude. The visor.
It's yeah. Plus
Yeah.
plus 10 attractive eyes.
Exactly. Plus 10. Bang me now, right now.
What the fuck?
That's funny.
Doing Liara every day, man. That's an easy choice. Miranda.
Pretty much.
Come on.
That's the funny thing about that game. Pretty much everyone
It's a smoke show.
is smashable.
Yeah.
And even on the dude side, everyone's just fucking jacked.
Yeah. Hi, I'm a piece of shit soldier. Ripped. Fuck it.
Well, future tech, everyone's in perfect health. I'd go actually out of everyone. I would go Ashley in the third one with the long hair.
You have a very specific. You've thought about this.
No,
I
I'm
think.
just saying because I always thought she was so annoying in the first game.
Yeah, I mean her
Her
butt cheeks are like
they're okay. They're not Miranda.
they're not.
No, but
Everybody's butt cheeks are the same in the first one. I feel like.
same character model.
Yeah, it is. It's like one version of a.
And then they had they had success and got some money, and they're like, all right,
All
we're gonna hire a designer just to focus on these cheeks.
Do you guys know?
Get the polygons just right.
Do you guys know the shape of a circle? Let's ham it up.
You know how they mocap actors to get the scenes? I wonder if they had to like mocap just a bunch of like perfect asses to model that after,
Hey,
or if somebody just drew it.
just strap a turkey to your. And we'll mocap the turkey. Okay.
Did you mean turkey?
What poultry do you want?
What kind of booty does a turkey have?
Hey, I don't know.
You're thinking of the breasts.
No, I'm thinking. I'm not thinking.
I'm not thinking. I lost it. That's absurd.
Oh man.
I'm offended by that.
They should do more banging games.
Banging games.
Mass Effect's a good one where you can just have a fuck.
Just a little bang session.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in gaming. I don't follow it closely at all. I feel like I just keep seeing like this game was a wretched disgrace, and then this game is totally a fucking abomination.
You know, I've
one
heard,
after another. Did you hear about the Gollum game?
but I've seen pictures and people bitching, but
Dude,
I haven't really seen anything.
I didn't even hear about this ever, and all of a sudden it's like Lord of the Rings Gollum is the worst game ever. And I was like, why would they make a game about Gollum in the first place?
Gollum game apology. What the fuck is that? That's Gollum?
Yeah.
He looks like a toddler at the pool down the street.
I mean, I can understand like the art style. If the game didn't, I haven't played it, but if the game was good, I guess I could understand like the difference in art style. It's got to be a hard thing when the movies are so renowned for somebody to make new material and not just copy exactly what's like in the movie. Because they're like, we're going to do Gollum. Maybe it's going to be based on the books. We have to come up with some sort of character design. But the movies are just so successful. It's like, just fucking use Andy Serkis, dude. You don't need to create that. Just use Andy. He's got it down. He's got the voice.
It says it's the worst reviewed game of the year by far. That looks like something from Harry Potter. That looks like a... Yeah. Looks like the troll in the bathroom's nephew or some shit.
It does, his little baby.
I mean,
Stick a wand
there
up his
is
nose.
Gollum right there, right next to him. They look... Like, outside of the mouth, everything looks off.
And this was in 2001, dude. I gotta watch those actually. I just finished reading the books.
Well, how do you feel about Gollum? Because I do feel like it's a throwaway character, but he holds so much importance to the...
Oh, he's not a throwaway character.
No?
No. I think you can tell in the movie a little bit. You know, everyone's dropping hints. Gandalf's like, oh, he's got a role to play, blah, blah, blah. And obviously, at the very end, the ring wouldn't have been destroyed if he hadn't come back and gotten greedy. You know what I mean? Frodo was going to take it. But then Gollum comes back and they fucking duel and then he falls into the fucking pit. But they just spend so much more time in the books explaining, like, he's basically the epitome of like what the ring does to people.
Yeah. But he goes down with... It's almost like the emotion that the ring brings causes the ring's demise. Mm-hmm. Like he gets so bloodthirsty or whatever for the ring.
Blind. Yeah.
That it... In that thirst, it kills him and the ring.
Exactly.
It is very poetic, and I've never really thought about it that way. But
yeah. Gollum and the ring are the undoing of one another.
It's almost like the Sith, where they're like, hey, we're going to be bad guys.
I thought you were just going to end. It's almost like the Sith. Next topic.
Well, what do the Sith do? Kill people, but also kill each other. So, well, we'll just keep fucking running with that, because eventually you guys are going to kill each other out, and that's exactly what the fuck happened.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Jedi, what the fuck? Turn to the dark side more, and you might figure shit out.
Is the dark side stronger? I think it is.
The dark side has no
We've had
limitation.
that argument a lot,
right?
I think it is.
Well, it does still have limitation. You're not going to be out there healing people with the dark side.
Yeah. As we know from KOTOR, you can't learn heal if you're dark side.
Yes, you can. It just costs a lot of points, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I thought
You
it was
can
one of
do-
the restricted ones.
No, you can do. Oh, there are restricted. Yeah, you're right. I forgot
Restricted
about
by armor. And
Like, you can't be
restricted
light
by
side
dark
and-
and light side.
that. And doing lightning and stuff. Or death.
Right. Kill. Force kill.
Or
I'm a Jedi.
I'm a Jedi.
You can do destroy droid, though. It's basically kill droid.
Yeah, but they don't matter.
If it doesn't have a heart, you go do whatever you want. Go to town. I love KOTOR. I wish I could play it.
I wish they would, revise
Remake
it
it.
and update it. And
Hopefully they will.
Such
I
a
don't know
good
what's gonna
idea.
happen. There's a lot of good ideas that they could do.
No, but harp back onto where we were with the video games. I've heard a lot of people, like, in Instagram Reels, bitching about the current status of video games. And sure, over maybe the past 5 years, it hasn't been that great. But as of late, we've gotten Elden Ring, Jedi Survivor, and seemingly one of the greatest Zelda games of all fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a fourth that I had in my back pocket. I forget. But it was like 4 humongous great games.
Well, yeah, but there's like 100 games every year.
Well, that's not.
I think people are more talking about the string of like games getting super hyped up, beautiful cinematic trailer, get everyone on board, let's get your pre-orders, then it gets delayed a year, and then it comes out and it's broken and fucked.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk and Battlefield 2042, it's just like unplayable. I never even talked about this last time, but Overwatch 2
Oh, yeah,
was supposed to have the PvE mode, which is like co-op, like kind of like the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer.
Oh, cool.
Like that was kind of what the whole point of the sequel was based on, and they just like, we're gonna start with
Scrapped it.
PvP, and then in a year we're gonna bring out the PvE. Yeah, they announced that they're canceling PvE altogether, and people are pissed. Like people are boycotting it and like not playing it, whatever.
First off, these boycotts are a joke. I think that's funny as hell. You already paid. I mean, it's free game. What are you going to boycott?
Well, if they don't play, they don't spend points and shit.
They're going to play. They're kids. They don't fucking know.
It's just corporate fucks being fucks. Like, oh, we didn't make, exactly what we wanted, 20s, millions of thousands of dollars.
Wow, you went backwards there. Dr. Evil.
We didn't make tens of dollars on this game. We didn't hit our projected margins, so scrap the project and fire all the developers.
Have you seen, this might be old news, but I recently saw a trailer of, basically it was like the makings of the first Game Boy. And
I would love to see that.
And this game developer, and I hope I'm getting this right. I think it was a trailer. I don't think it was like some off thing. This guy came in and saw the prototype of the Game Boy, and the developer was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna box it with Mario." Does that make sense as Nintendo?
Yeah.
And this guy said, "Fuck that," because he was making a game, and it was the guy who made Tetris.
There's a movie about that.
That must be what I was watching.
Okay.
Because
yeah.
he says, no. If you want to sell hundreds of thousands of copies, yeah, sell it with Mario. If you want to sell millions upon millions, sell it with this fucking game.
Sell it with his weird Russian puzzle game.
Yeah. What is that called? So listeners.
Type it up. Tetris movie. Yeah, I saw a trailer for that. It looked pretty interesting.
Oh, it comes out this year, if it's not already out.
Bonk.
2023.
Oh, it's just called Tetris. Okay, I could have figured that out.
What's the release date? You see anything? Oh, release date March 31st.
Oh, it's already out.
Oh, cool.
We gotta go to
cool.
the movies.
Yeah, has anybody seen it?
Oh no, it came out on Apple TV.
Fuck yeah, we're
There
watching
you go.
it. You want to watch it this week? Done.
Let's do it, dude.
I love that stuff. I absolutely love that stuff.
Like a biopic kind of deal.
Biopic about gaming.
Yeah.
I've seen, I saw another one.
That's what they should do more of. Instead of trying to convert games into a Assassin's Creed movie, talk about like these crazy people that created the industry.
Yeah.
I love biopics.
I would sit and listen to every fucker that had input on Skyrim. Because that Skyrim, I mean, it sounds obvious, but it's so detailed and so well thought out. The amount of times I fucking played it, I just started a new character. I know that's stupid and goofy, but I did because it's a fun fucking game. I would love it. The other thing I was going to say is I saw, maybe it was even like a YouTube documentary
Probably.
about, what is one of those old cabinet games?
Pac-Man?
I don't think it was
Fucking
Pac-Man. I think it
Burger
was
Maker?
Defender. The one where you shoot the lasers to stop.
Asteroids?
No.
Oh, yeah. Mission Control.
Mission Control. One of them.
Mission Defense. Something like that.
The story's still going to make sense regardless. So the company that was making the game, you could beat the game. It was fairly easy. There was this group of guys that were in college at the time when the game launched that made a chip that you could plug into the back of the game, and it added
More levels.
so
and
many
shit.
more levels and made it much
First
harder.
DLC.
Yeah, it was basically, but it was a physical thing you had to plug in,
That's cool.
and they started selling it to all the arcades around the country.
That's awesome.
And I was like, dude, that is fucking insane and so smart.
Yep.
But it like spun itself out pretty quickly because everybody wanted more, and they were like college kids, and they sold out, and they're like, no,
Right.
fuck that, we're done.
Right.
And,
That'd be
and
a
I think
fun
they got,
movie.
I think they ended up getting sued.
Yeah,
'cause-
that would be awesome to watch. Oh, man, I haven't been in the movies in a minute. I need to go.
Yeah, we were just driving around over by Condado. There's the movie theater. I was just thinking, where did we used to go see movies up here? It wasn't that new one by the mall.
It was the other Atlas. It's on Heisley, off of 44.
Yeah.
Which is still there.
And there was one in Painesville. Remember that in the corner?
Cinema 20, dude.
Yeah.
It's gone now. I was so sad. When we moved back, I was like, oh, dude, we got to go Cinema 20 and spend $1.50 on a
Everything's
movie.
sticky.
And, yeah, they fucking tore it out. Well, they
Yeah.
didn't tear it out, but it's just shut down.
They just.
That plaza is decrepit. Dude.
Oh yeah, they need arson real quick.
AutoZone and Little Caesars are still there, but everything else,
AutoZone and Little Caesars.
everything else is gone, man.
That's hilarious because
Shout out Painesville.
that Little Caesars. I lived off that shit when we were living over there.
Oh yeah, especially when our two homies worked there. We just get free
Fucking crazy bread.
Yes. We would make the drive out to get crazy bread.
Load it up, bruh.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out when we want to take the kid to the movie theater for the first time.
No. I don't have the attention span. My kid ain't gonna sit there.
Well, it depends on what movie it is.
That's not true. I'm not gonna watch anything.
What the fuck are you talking about? I love going to the movies, man, even if I don't end up liking the movie. It's
Yeah.
still fun. But she's getting to the point where, like, if she likes something, she will sit and stare at the TV until it's over, and then ask to turn on something else. So I think she could stay focused up.
Here's a middle ground.
And Little Mermaid's out.
What do they have more of in Ohio than any other state?
Amusement parks.
Drive-in movie theaters. There are more drive-in movie theaters in Ohio than any other state.
Oh, that's a good combo.
So you can go see a double feature, creature feature show.
Creature feature, dude. Is there a lyric in a BT Mam song where he says creature feature? I hear it and I'm just like,
Yeah, it's something feature.
anyways. Sorry.
Yeah.
Drive-in theaters. Yeah, that'd be cool. I park all the way in the back and pop my tent up on top of my truck.
I'm about to get an outdoor
Oh,
projector.
that'd be fucking sweet, dude.
I'm about to get an outdoor projector because this wall over here is just white.
Nice.
I'll just do it right on the fuck side.
Right on the fuck, dude. Do it. Man, my mom was thinking about getting like an outdoor TV to mount up.
I want to
Cover
play
it.
Mass Effect out there. Do the zooms on the cheeks while I'm outside.
All the neighbors, check this out, dude.
Hey, you see this
You
shit?
never seen an ass like that. And have a little miniature bonfire and stare at Miranda outside. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man. Yeah, as far as movies go, I would like to get back to the theater. I'm bummed we didn't get to see Return of the Jedi in theaters.
Here, I got... So I did
I was
a
gonna
quick watch
see
through.
What's even in?
I wrote down movies that I watched. First off, Wet Hot American Summer is one of the funniest movies of all time.
It never gets old.
It
Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking of. Was just about to come out or just did come out.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse 2.
Well, and Quantum Mania is on Disney Plus already. That's another one.
All right, sorry. Continue.
Wet Hot American Summer is one of the greatest movies of all time. I also plugged in The Wall, but at that point I was barely paying attention. So Pink Floyd, The Wall. Beer League, I finally doubled down on.
I saw you and Kerner going hard in the text about that.
Another random one was Matilda.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the 90s Matilda?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We watched that like a year or two ago.
It's weird.
It's very weird. It's very weird.
I don't...
It did not come across the way that I childhood remembered it.
Yeah. It is not very
Because
kid-friendly.
I read the book as well. But no, it's creepy, dude. And Danny, the parents are just so mean.
Yeah, well, so I actually wrote that down was, first off, the whole thing was kind of weird and dark.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that Danny DeVito was in it and narrating it kind of threw me off.
And directed it.
Oh, did he direct it too?
I think
Okay.
so, yeah.
It just threw me off in a way that, like, why is a character narrating? And he narrated in, like, a different way than the character he was playing. Because he was a mean asshole.
Maybe it's him
dad.
looking back on his life and changing his ways.
But they give her up at the end. They didn't
So
change.
maybe he's narrating from like 20, 30 years down the line.
Oh.
It's a curse from Always Sunny as I can only see him as Frank Reynolds.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He's an
Ooh.
animal in that show.
That comes out on Wednesday, season 16.
Why do I need to follow?
Because it's funny, dude. Watch
That's
it,
fun.
dude.
I haven't watched that show since season 6.
That is probably the one where if I need a background show and I'm like, I don't know what to watch, I just put on Sunny.
Yeah.
That's probably the one I put on the most.
Yeah.
So you said you were watching Beer League with Kerner. I was randomly scrolling through Netflix and then, or actually through YouTube first, looking at Metallica stuff. And then there was a clip of like the bass auditions from Some Kind of Monster.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch this fucking movie.
Yeah.
I actually really, really liked it.
Yeah. It's pathetic, but I like it as a time piece.
Yeah.
I mean, every band goes through shit. We're so happy that they came out of it.
It's heavy.
But yeah, no,
I remember being like 16 and watching that and being like,
and you're being...
well, the fuck are these old crybabies? Like, play some hard metal, dude.
Well, come on.
I don't care.
As a 16-year-old, you're embarrassed because this is supposed to be your favorite heavy metal band.
Exactly.
And you're like, oh, they're a bunch of fucks.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, you look back and you're like,
But
dude.
now I totally understand it.
Yeah.
It made me... It was a great documentary. My takeaway, I have two takeaways. One is I am sad at how poorly produced the album is. Because as I watched them in the studio, I think the songs ended up really, really good. But then I want to go get into it and listen to them. And I know it's always about the snare drum. But the snare, the production, a lot of his vocal takes, the bass... It's just not really good.
Yeah.
And it's a bummer because I want to jam out to Frantic, but I fucking can't because it sucks.
Yeah.
That made me sad. And two, Rob, I think, is my favorite member of Metallica. Rob is fucking awesome.
I mean, that's not a correct statement.
How dare you?
Rob is not your favorite member.
Looking at all of them at that time.
Oh, at that time.
And then Rob comes in. I was like, he's the coolest one there.
Yeah, I mean, he's chill.
He's awesome. And they
I'm going to say something really bad, though.
What?
Rob has not added anything to Metallica since day one.
How dare you?
And I mean that
You
wholeheartedly.
can hear the bass all the time now. There's a lot of bass features.
You know
on,
how much he has to
72.
do with that, though? None.
No, that's not true.
He doesn't produce.
No, I think they changed all that. There's actually a scene when he's signing.
Look, I want him.
And the lawyers are going through it, and he's talking about like the normal splits. And he's like, for the first 2 years, you get 5%, and then next year you get like 10, whatever. And like Lars and James are in there, and they put the kibosh on it. They're like, I don't want another Newstead situation.
Everybody gets 20.
From this day forward, we're all even, and it's all Metallica.
Yeah.
And he's the longest running bassist. It's been that long since St. Anger.
Well, people also forget. First off, that is still impressive, though. But Cliff was only there for like 6 years.
Yeah, but I guess when we got into Metallica, it was like right before St. Anger came out. So it's weird to think from there to now is the longest running bass player when we mostly listen to the old catalog.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, but at the same time, in 20 years, they've come out with 3 albums. So you're like, well.
They're touring a lot, dude.
They're okay.
Hey.
Hey.
All right, what were we gonna say about Rob not adding anything to the band?
I want him. And it may not be his fault, but I do want more of him. I just have not gotten that. Out of the most recent, I feel like he has a presence. Finally,
Yeah.
in 72 seasons, I do feel like he has give some, but as far as impact on the band, I still think it's one after another. I think Cliff had the biggest impact. I think Jason did his thing in the biggest hype, and I think Rob's doing his job.
Yeah.
But he's easily third in line. And that's not even his fault, and I feel bad. It's they're 60-year-old dudes trying to rock, and he works for that.
I think the distaste is maybe not about him. It's about like the catalog when he's in the band. Like it's hard for us to not say like, oh, Master of Puppets and fucking Injustice obviously are there. And they've only done 3 albums with him.
But that's not. I mean, Jason's not my
4 albums.
favorite, and he's Injustice, Black and Load,
and Reload, and Garage Inc.
Oh. So I don't know. They all have their flavor, and they all had to do what they. I mean, they didn't have an option. Cliff died, and then it's like, well, Jason fits it so well that it makes sense. Let's fucking keep touring,
Yeah. Begrudgingly.
That is insane. I feel. You know what I saw, which kind of pissed me off. I'm not a huge Howard Stern fan, but I have an appreciation for what he does, and for how long he's done it. They had Metallica in there, and Stern was so straightforward. It felt like he was being a dick. So this is how he said it. He's like, James, you had a very shitty upbringing. And he's like, well, yeah. He's like, yeah, it sucked. And
That's
he's like,
what all my music is about.
And he's like, yeah, yeah. He's like, everybody died. He's like, yeah, can we, what?
Is there a question here?
Exactly. And I felt bad for him, but, his dad left at 13, and his mom died of cancer at 15 or 16.
Yeah.
So he's basically orphaned. And James goes, well, I guess, I still had parents growing up.
Yeah.
But my dad left. And the other part of it where they were kind of talking, and it was like, well, and my mom became sick, but because of the religion she believed in, she didn't believe in medicine or getting well. So she just left it. So she basically decided to die because of her beliefs.
That sucks.
That was all like not curable, but manageable.
That's fucked up.
So, and that's where a lot of that, the God that failed, like when you listen to that song, you're like, oh, see, now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Because now he's pointing at.
Listen to the fucking song.
Yep. So.
Yeah, I get that. Sometimes, not everybody hits a home run, right?
Yeah.
Even Metallica put out Saint Anger. It's a bummer, man, but I was getting into it. I'm just like, how could they leave that take in there? In what state of mind did you listen to that vocal take and say, that's the one?
Well, you watched the fucking documentary. That's the state of mind that they were in.
I know. I think maybe one of the
he fucking
beat
left
takes.
the band.
I'm talking about Bob got to keep his head straight at least a little bit. It's fine. Whatever.
I'm glad they dropped Bob. I think he also
He had
played
his time.
He was a 5th member, man. For 15 years, he was the fucking 5th member.
Well,
and decided,
and that entire album recording, he was the bass player.
Yeah.
Because they didn't get Rob until like the very, very end.
I wonder if they redid the bass tracks or if
I was
the
thinking
album,
about that.
yeah.
I didn't know. I was thinking about that. That doesn't sound like Rob.
I wouldn't be surprised if those takes were actually him.
I would like to. I'm always sketchy about their live shit, but I would really like to find like a couple recordings of Saint Anger from like the live versions that are actually good and listen to those instead.
I mean, that was the tour we went to.
I know. I remember. I got gypped on a shirt. Do you remember that?
No.
Well, I was hesitant on buying a shirt because they were like $60.
Yeah.
And we were on our way out, and there was like a scalper with like a bunch of Saint Anger tour shirts. And he was like, yeah, $20. I got one. And I'm like, large, right? And he's like, yeah, large. And I didn't check. And we got back to the car, and I looked, and it's like a 4XL. Jesus. You don't remember that?
No,
I
don't.
was pissed, dude. I just like threw it away. So salty.
Where was it at? Was that like the Gund Arena?
Yeah. Now the Rocket Mortgage Field or whatever.
Yeah. Wow.
Right?
Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
Fieldhouse. Yeah. I would like to go see them.
Metallica.
Yeah, let's talk after about dates. They're not coming to
Chicago
Ohio, but they're coming to
Pittsburgh.
Detroit and Chicago.
Oh, I thought they were doing a big thing in Pittsburgh.
They might be doing that too. I don't know.
All right. Well, Star Wars.
I was back in it. It's a weird thing going through waves, you know, like the announcements from Celebration got me hyped, and I was very happy. Nothing huge happened on May 4th, and since Celebration, we haven't gotten, at least that I know of, all of those behind-the-scenes trailers haven't come out yet. So I'm like,
they've been
I'm fucking
doing-
geeked, and then it's like starting to dry up a little bit.
Yeah,
And I haven't had time to play Survivor.
They're doing the, picture shit with Esquire magazine or whatever the other Empire with
Oh, yeah?
with Ahsoka. Yeah, they released that stuff.
Oh, nice. I didn't see that.
Oh, it looks fucking prime time.
Should we watch it? I mean, look at it. I mean, talk about it.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's Empire, right?
It's usually, Empire. Ahsoka Empire. White. Ahsoka's Empire. Oh, it fucking... I put the S and the A in the wrong spot. It went to Ashoka.
There it is.
All right, let's see what we got here. We'll end with this. Mrs. Ahsoka
Oh, it's just
Tano.
the cover. But look at that. Her and her white blades, man. It's one of the dude. That looks fucking sick.
That's awesome.
Her and her white blades are one of the coolest things I can imagine in the Star Wars. So they literally just there was one picture on the cover.
Oh, that's
So,
it, man.
yeah.
That's a bummer.
But that cover, man,
Why is this like glitching out?
that's what you get now.
Ahsoka is interrupting my communications disruption. All right. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God. Turn off. Turn off. Turn off. I don't know if this mirror